So I'm working on the Pex Pipe project again today. As you can see, I got quite a bit more done, I think, since the last time I did a recording. I was originally going to put the... ooh, that's really dark. There we go. I was originally going to put that water heater right there, and I actually mounted it up right there. You can see the holes because there's this this huge wall beam going all the way up, which was nice because that would hold all the weight fairly easily. But I didn't like how much it protruded out right by the door. So when people were walking in, it just kind of blocked everything off, and I didn't like it. So I decided, which stinks because I'd already kind of plumbed for it to feed in there. So instead of removing the whole T, I just put this stop fixture on there, and I'll be able to attach something else there at a later time if I want to expand the water. But otherwise, I ran new pipe and then ran this water heater, got everything all wired up there correctly. It's pretty simple. There's like a green wire, a black wire, and a white wire that comes with the unit. And then I just bought one of these power cables at Lowe's, and you just got to make sure it's the right amperage or whatever. And this also comes with a green, a black, and a white wire. So you literally just tie them together with one of those caps there. One of those. Let's see if I got any. Yeah, like one of these electric caps. So you just stick the wires together and screw them on, and then shut it back off. Or I'm sorry, not shut it back off. You close this, you screw that cap back on, and you're good to go. So then it'll be ready to be plugged in. But anyway, got that wired up there as well. So you got the water, the hot, or the blue cold water coming in, and then that red wire will be, or the red PEX pipe rather, will be coming up to feed the hot water. And then I ran a line down here also, so this line will feed the cold water, and I'm gonna put another 90-degree angle for that red line coming down, and that'll feed the hot water. So this is the sink that I bought from auction. There was a restaurant that was going out of business, and right now, I think I paid like $40 for this really heavy-duty stainless steel sink. So I already got one of these off, but basically, just take that off, and that's actually a half-inch thread right there. So I'm really hoping that I can just use this shark bite fitting, which feeds in, it just screws on right here, and then the PEX pipe will fit in that part right there. So that'll just thread on there, and then I'll be plugging the wires in, or not. I keep saying wires. I'll put the PEX pipe in there, and hopefully I won't have any leaks. I'll also be using some of this pipe thread sealant. So what I'll do is I'll brush this off because it's kind of crusty a little bit. So I'll get all that flaky stuff off, and then apply some of this goop on the outside of the thread here on both sides, and then I'll thread this on, and that'll be a nice tight connection. Then I'll use the pipe wrench to make sure it's got a nice tight fit. And I'm really hoping that there's no leaks anywhere else, but I won't know till I try. It looks kind of jank in there already, but that just might be the caulk. So I guess we'll see how it works. And then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna start attaching some of this 3/4 inch plywood down and start storing stuff up there. So I want to try to get some of the shop cleaned out a little bit too, because our church, or my wife and I's church that we go to, we're thinking about possibly hosting an upcoming men's event, like an outreach event for the men in the church at our property. So I want to try to get some of these projects done. They'll be coming, the pastors and The rest of the group will be coming on Monday to check out the property to see if it's a viable property that we could use to host the event, which I think it'd be really fun to do. They'll be talking about, we're doing like axe throwing and chopping wood and different kind of fun, cool things, like manly things to do. But anyway, so I want to try to get some of these projects wrapped up. In addition for that, because if we need to use the building for any inclement weather or anything, I kind of want to have some of this stuff cleaned up and out of the way, and that requires the loft to be finished, because then I can start taking stuff up there just by ladder. Eventually, I'll be putting stairs. That'll be another video. I'll be putting stairs up there, and that'll give us access to that. So that'll be fun. So that's what I'm working on right now, and I really hope this works out great, because I want to get all of the jars and stuff out of our house. I want them in here because they take up a lot of space on our counter. Constantly washing dishes, washing the jars and the lids and everything. So I want to get as much stuff done out here as I can. And yeah, this has been a really big learning curve. I know I'm rambling. If you're still watching, comment somewhere in the comment section and say I'm still watching or something. I don't know. Or write something funny. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I'm going to get to work. I think I just like talking to the camera and probably hearing myself talk. So you guys are fun to talk to, because I know a couple hundred of you watch these videos at times. So yeah, gonna get at it. One thing I want to mention too is so in the other video I just posted about the 3 things that I wish somebody would have told me, I had mentioned how things cost a lot of money when you're doing stuff like this. So one really big expense that you wouldn't really think about when I'm doing this project, consider that, I've bought, let's see, 1 fitting, 2 fitting, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or whatever else. These fittings are not cheap. I think this one piece is like 20 or 30 bucks or something. Same with this. And what I've been using are these quick connect ones. So basically you just have to push them in and you're good to go. They've got a little washer on the inside of there on those shark bites that makes a nice seal. Well, money doesn't grow on trees, so one thing I am doing now, I just had to go back to the store, and I got to be mindful of our current financial situation. So I bought these smaller, or these fittings that are not quick connect, because they're like a fraction of the price. I could probably get like 10 of these or 20 of these compared to like I don't know, 5 of the quick fitting ones. So these just take a little bit more time, not even that much more time, to be honest. Basically, you fit the pipe. I'll just show you. So this is the tool you use, but essentially you put this fitting, or this I don't even know what you call it. It's like a clamp, I guess is a good term. Fit that over there, like that. And then it's got this little head there. See that? So that little notch is what I will use. The tip of this tool, let's see if that'll focus. So that little notch fits right, let's see, I'm doing this with the wrong hand, hold on. Well, first of all, this has to go in like that. And then this slides over like that. And then once you got it all situated, and I won't be able to do this with 2 hands, basically, oh, come on, focus. That will fit in right like that. and then I'll squeeze the handle, and that'll make it a nice tight fit. So I'm gonna do that now. I can't do it with one hand. And that's basically what I gotta do. So it takes a little bit more time, but not much more. Of course, you gotta buy this tool. I think this was like 60 bucks or something from Lowe's. So yeah, gonna go get that done now and show you what it looks like. All right, so I just clamped that. You can see it's pinched now, and that means it's good to go. So yeah, it's actually not that bad. One thing I don't love about it is that you can't really twist this much after it's in, so you want to make sure it's whatever angle it needs to be at, that's where it's at. Also, caveat, I am not an expert in plumbing by any means. I've never plumbed anything in my life up until now. I've just been watching YouTube videos, so hopefully this helps you too. But when we go to test it, I'll make sure I'm recording, so if there are any leaks or anything, either on this video or a different video, hopefully this video, we won't see any leaks, so more to come. All right, now I'm on my way to Tyson's because that piece that I just threaded on the back of the unit there, on the back of the dishwasher, it actually needs to be a 90 degree. It needs to point down, not out, because the dishwasher has to be pushed up against the wall, and I can't have a PEX pipe sticking out. So they've got pieces that thread on at a 90 degree elbow, like a 90 degree elbow. So I'm really hoping my local Tyson's has that in stock, so I don't have to drive all the way into town to Lowe's. Because if that's the case, that's going to be done on a different day, because that would take an hour and a half out of my trip, so out of my day. So hoping that they've got that piece, but we'll see here in a sec. So just got back from Tyson's, and they had 2 of these in stock. $10.99 each. So I spent 22 bucks for 2 of these, and they didn't have the other kind that wasn't the quick connect, because those ones I think are like 6 bucks each. But you know, that's what it is. It saved me an hour and a half from going into town, and I'm still able to work on the project today. But this is what I need, so I'll show you here in a minute when I get back home how these screw on. So basically, you thread the pipe like I showed you with that yellow goop, and then the PEX pipe will be facing down because the dishwashers or the sink is going to be right up against the wall, so you can't have it sticking straight out. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. All right, so it's the back of the unit here. I just popped the other one off, and now, so that's just going to screw on. I got the goop all up on there. Now I gotta see if I can get that to turn a little bit more so it's facing down. I'm probably gonna have to put the camera down. All right, there we go. Got them nice and tight. Got the goop all up in there. And now I'll be able to come up, that'll sit up against the wall, and I'll be able to pipe everything else. So let's do that now. All right, so what I got here is 2 new lines with shutoffs ran, and what I'm gonna do here on this T is when I get the dishwasher, I'm gonna run that line all the way down, and the hookup will be down there somewhere. The dishwasher is gonna fit in this cove. Dishwasher is about 24 inches wide, so that'll fit nice in here. This is 26 inches wide, so there'll be about an inch gap on each side, and that's accounting for the 3/4 inch gap that the plywood is going to add, or 1/2 inch rather. And then for back here, basically I got to go to Tyson's or Lowe's in town tomorrow or something, and get there's like PEX pipe flexible hoses. So these don't really bend that well. I mean, they kind of bend, but they can't like flex very well. So basically there's flexible PEX pipe. Ow, I hit my head on that thing. Flexible PEX pipes that I can attach to the ends of these, as well as on the inside of those. So I got to get those pieces tomorrow. I just need 2 of them, and then I'll be able to do that. So right now I'm gonna start working on attaching those sheets of plywood up there, and get that started, because I think I'm pretty much at a standstill right now for the Pex Pipe project. I'd say that looks pretty good though, not having ever done it before. So I'm gonna get started on the loft project now. So I'm up here right now, and one thing I wish I would have thought a little bit more about was the distance between the boards here, the rafters, because I know you're supposed to have, like, it's supposed to come out around about like half, so like this one's fine, because then the other sheet that goes here will fit right on there, and you can attach them. So this board's fine. This board can be pushed a little bit more that way to work. But over on here, it's not quite half. And I just don't know, like, it needs to be like another 1/8 of an inch that way. So I don't know if that matters. I've never done this before, and it's pretty close, but I just don't know if that, because when you put in a screw here, I guess I could go in at an angle a little bit, instead of straight up and down on these end boards, because I don't know how much of a difference that's going to matter. Maybe somebody in the comment section can tell me if it matters too much. But there's no fixing it now. It's not like I'm going to take apart all these rafters or anything. So I guess one thing I might be able to do is attach like a 2x4 on the side of it, on the side of these things, on the top, to give it a little more space for these sheets of plywood to rest on. But I don't know if that's good to do or not either. So, because then the weight isn't distributed on the long board, it's just would be on that 2x4. So I don't know. I think it might be fine, but if you made it this far, maybe comment in the comment section and let me know if I'm doing this all wrong or if it's okay. If it's all wrong, there's nothing I can really do about it right now. I don't think anyway, but if you've got ideas, let me know for sure. And also, we were working on some projects in the house, so I had all the boards up here, but we had to take some off to go build some shelves in the house. So I'm not going to be able to get all of this done, but I'll be able to start on a good portion of it. One nice thing too that I'm seeing now is there's going to be a gap on the wall, so I'll be able to run a new line, electric line, some of this stuff, from there up through here and down through there to provide a light for underneath these boards, and maybe even another outlet or two up here to rest right here or something, and that won't mess up any of the other electric that's already going on. So it's one thing I like about these big barns and big open concepts is it's a lot easier to run lines and whatnot like that. I don't know. That might be too deep. I might just get a smaller. What am I looking for? A smaller light fixture for right there. Don't know. It's fun though. Fun learning. All right. So I'm up here. Got let's see. 1, 2. I'm working on my third one now. I already got 2 screwed down. And basically what I'm doing is I'm using this straight edge to find the center of the rafter there, and putting a screw in there and putting a screw in about right here, and then going to the other side, doing the same thing, just lining it up there, poking one in, one right there, and then that way I know they're all in a straight line and hitting the rafter, because you don't want the screws to the left or right not actually catching. So best way to do that is, what I found is just finding about the center with the straight edge and then going with your screw, with the screw right through. So yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely. All right, so you can't really see it, but on that corner right there, the boards are a little bit warped. They're not perfectly square. So what I got to do here, I'll show you. What I'm going to have to do is put a 2x4. See how there's a gap right there? And it doesn't quite rest on that. I'm going to have to put a 2x4 to attach it to the top of this board so it runs long, and then I'll be able to, so I'll attach the 2x4 to the face of this 2x12, and then the plywood up there will be able to rest on that new addition. So I'll show you what I mean here in a sec. Alrighty. I only had some scrap treated lumber, which normally I wouldn't have used treated lumber, but I didn't have anything long enough. So I'm actually going to need to get a second scrap piece, because I'm imagining that sheet over here is also going to have the same problem, but maybe it won't. I don't know. But anyway, so I just got that all attached. Now I'm going to go back up on top and screw that board, the sheet of plywood, down onto the 2x4 that I just put up there. So I need some more screws, actually. Got my impact there. Box is all busted. Alright, so you can see there, now I've actually got something to screw into. See? It's because this 2x12 is a little warped, I guess, but that's okay. Alrighty, I gotta go back inside now. Gotta watch the kids so Mary can go milk the cow, but got a few more sheets down, and I think I'm pretty happy with the amount of work I got done today. Considering I had to go to Tyson's twice, and the second time they didn't have what I needed, so I'll have to go to Lowe's tomorrow. But I gotta go to Lowe's anyway to get that 2 more sheets of that 3/4 inch plywood anyway. So yeah, let's see. Just a recap of what we got done today. Got those boards attached. Got some more plumbing installed here. And yeah, did some other stuff. I don't remember what. But overall, I think it was a productive couple hours of work. And yeah, gonna head back inside now. Hey, Mooney. Some American Go milk. Alrighty, talk to you later, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment. Have a good night. Actually, one more thing. I noticed that the calf is eating hay, or alfalfa hay. I just put that out there this morning, and I didn't know she was already eating hay at this age, so that's kind of nice to see, because right now she's tearing up her mom's teats with her teeth. So we've thought about separating them, but it looks like she's doing a pretty good job starting to eat on her own, so that's pretty nice to see. Anyway, now I'll talk to you guys later. Just gonna go drop off the yard cart to Mary so she can go milk. All right, bye.